Namaste and welcome everybody. This is going to be a basic level class with modifications for those who are interested. So if you have managed to make a spot for yourself in your home and you can join me in this practice, I would be grateful. Begin by coming to a comfortable seat, even closing the eyes. Feeling the conscious withdrawal of the attention from the senses. Redirect the attention into your body, becoming aware of breath, posture, and any other sensations that call out to make themselves known. Simply tune in and be aware of the state of your body as it exists right now. Straighten up your posture, retract the shoulder blades, and feel just a bit taller through the crown of your head. Now, if you will, join me in the Oms, bringing the hands together at the heart. Take a deep breath. And now a moment of dedication, holding within our hearts the wish that somehow the benefits we hope for ourselves through our practice, that these benefits can be shared with all other beings. May we practice for those who can't practice for themselves. All right, now, place your right hand on your belly, your left hand on your heart, and you can continue to keep your eyes closed. But now expand and grow the breath in a way that you feel both hands moving more obviously, particularly the right hand on the belly. Feel the inflating inhales and the deflating exhales. And try to feel that rather than forcing the breath to be a way it doesn't want to be. Instead, feel that what we are doing is allowing the breath to go back to where it wants to be. Full, smooth, and gentle. And in this way, you can experience the breath as your metronome. Let it help you to keep the rhythm, the pace during the practice. So that just like the breath, the movements are not very fast, nice and smooth, gentle. Continue to keep the breath moving in this way. And now bring your hands onto your knees. We're going to begin with a seated version of the cat-cow. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, curve the spine, rounding backwards, even tucking the chin up towards the chest, stretching the back of the body. And then on the inhale, expand forward, chin up, heart opened, stretch the front of the body. Exhale, stretch from the base of your skull to your sacrum, that's the cat. Inhale, stretch the front of the body, chin to abdomen. In sync with the breath, exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. One more time, exhale into the cat pose. And inhale to cow. Now, place your right hand on your left knee. Reach your left arm up and lean to the right. Feeling the space and putting the breath in the left side of the heart. Keep the corners of the mouth softly upturned, the eyes soft even when closed. Release. Now switch. Place your left hand on your right knee, raise the right arm, and lean to the left. Come back up to center. Now with both hands on both knees again, keep your belly a bit strong and start to circle. Move your body in a circular rotation a few times. And all at once you're moving wrists, elbows, shoulders, spine, and hips. This is a nice movement to explore if you've been under a lot of stress. Let the body return to a feeling of openness, looseness, rather than constricted and contracted. Now switch and go the other way. Feel returning to a sense of fluidity. And slowly circle around back to center. Make your way to hands and knees. Curl the toes under and come into now first down dog. Be conscious of the fingers spreading wide and the palms being flat on the earth. Let's walk the dog. Pedal a few times, the heels up and down. Again, very much feeling unhurried. Look forward, take a few steps, and walk up to your hands. Bend your knees quite a bit so that it's very easy to hug around your thighs, and hang out here for a couple breaths. Relax the neck and let the head fall forward. Feel breathing against the legs through the front of the body. Release. Now inhale, come up, standing, raise the arms, and bring the hands to heart center. We'll go through a few rounds of gentle, simple sun salutations. Take an exhale. Now as you inhale, reach up, slightly back. And on the exhale, go forward, folding back down across the legs. Now it's very cool to bend the knees a little bit. If your hamstrings are still a bit tight, no big deal. On the inhale, come halfway up. Step your right leg back into a deep lunge. Take the knee to the floor and lift the chest. Look upwards. And let's hang out here for a couple breaths. From here, move into the down dog again. On the inhale, forward to the top of a push-up. Exhale, knees down, bend your elbows, chest and chin to the floor. Cobra pose, drop the pubic bone, lift the heart gently. Curl the toes, return to the down dog. Right foot, step up between the hands. And the same as the previous one, let's hang out here for a couple breaths. Step forward the left foot, forward fold. Bring the hands back together, reach up, slightly back. And back to heart. Let's go through that again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, look ahead. This time, step the left leg far to the back and lower the knee. Lift the chest for one breath here. Downward facing dog. Inhale, top of a push-up. Exhale to the floor, knees, chest, chin. Cobra pose, bring up the heart. And back to the down dog. Left foot step forward. Right foot step forward. Join the hands, reach. And bring it all back to the heart, Pranamasana. Start again, inhale, reach. Exhale. Halfway up. Right leg again this time. Knee down, look up. Downward facing dog. Top of a push-up. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Right foot step up. Left foot step up. Hands together, reach. And bring it back to the heart. Let's do one more. Reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, look ahead. Left leg step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, top of a push-up. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Keep the elbows by the ribs. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Left foot step up. Right foot step up. Hands together, reach. And return the hands to the heart. Good. Now, interlace the fingers behind your back. Spend a few breaths squeezing together the shoulder blades, straightening the elbows, lifting the chin and heart. Remember smiling. And now, while maintaining the bind, take one last deep breath. And exhale, fold across the legs, lifting the hands high away from the back. Release. Release the hands, rise up, arms overhead. And bring the hands to heart center. Walk to the back of the mat. Step forward your right foot. Keep both knees straight and the heels grounded. Firm thighs. Inhale, reach up high, extend. And exhale, fold forward, letting the hands land on the lower thigh or upper shin region. Before you go too deep here, make sure first your spine is strong. Maintain integrity through the spine. And with straight knees and a straight spine, see how far forward you can fold over the right leg. The more flexible you are, you can change the hands. Remember the rhythmic nature of the breath. Keep it nice and smooth. Now as you start to release, release only slightly. We're going to move into revolved triangle, keeping the left hand on the floor or near the foot or on a block. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Turn your head and try to see the hand up there towards the ceiling. Maintain core integrity to keep the low back stable as it twists. Take one more inhale. And on the exhale, lower the right hand back down. Good. Inhale, rise up, raise both arms. Keep the right arm overhead as the left hand continues to swing around behind you, either to the thigh or behind the back. Lean slightly back, opening the heart skyward, letting the weight of the right arm take you a bit deeper. And release. Step the feet together. Now just switch. Step the right leg back. Firm thighs, straight knees. Inhale. Exhale, fold towards the knee. Double check the integrity of the spine, firm thighs, and then continue exploring depth. Resisting letting the spine round too much, this becomes just as much a back exercise as it can be an opener for the hamstrings. Final exhale. Inhale, soften out a bit. The right hand, reposition it where it's most useful. Now reach. Turn to the left. Turn your head. Smile. Breathe with fullness. Remember, if you have any props at home, use them. Make it work for your practice. My teacher Dharma says, find your own tricks. Take one more inhale. And on the exhale, gently let the left hand glide down. Inhale, stand up, raise both arms. Keep the left arm overhead as the right arm swings behind the back or to the thigh. And here, tip back a bit. And release, straighten up, and once again, step the feet back together. Good, now place both hands on the hips, shoulders back. Start with good posture. Bring forward the right foot. I'm mirroring you, this is my left foot. Raise the right leg up. Try to get it about hip height as much as you can. You know you're doing this pose well when it's not the most fun thing in the world. Shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale, let the leg go down. Switch. Balancing on the right foot, bring the left toes forward. Keep your eyes steady, and when you're ready, leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, and exhale, release. Good. Balancing again on the left foot, bring the right leg up to the body, this time holding it with both hands. You know, if you're doing this at home, use a chair, use a wall if you need to. Sometimes we have those days where the balance just isn't there. Do what you need to do. Now for the tree pose, I'll give you an option. You can either let the right foot go against the inner left thigh, doing anything you want with the arms. If you have it though, you can try the half lotus. Hold the foot close in with your hand if you need to. Raise one arm. And only gracefully, slowly release. Try the other. Left leg. Focus your eyes. The eyes and the breath represent your mind state. If you want your mind and body to be steady, focus the eyes. If you want the posture to be calm but strong, breathe that way. Good. Guide the foot to where you want it, inner thigh, or the half lotus variation. And gracefully release. Good. Take a stance that's now having the feet a little bit wider than the hips, hands to the heart. Come down into a squat. Sink between the legs. The elbows push a little bit inside the knees. Good posture. Bring up the chest, hands at the heart. Now, once again, I'm mirroring you. So this is my right, your left. Put your left hand on the floor. Start to lift up a little bit, but try to keep your left shoulder close to the left knee. Straighten the right leg and reach up the right arm. Take the right arm behind the back. Turn your chest, turn your head. Now this is the option. Stay here. If you have it though, take the left arm under the left thigh and hold the bind by the hip. And if you have the bind, straighten the left knee as much as you can. Release. Come back down, squatting. And then switch. Start to lean a little bit to the right. Put the right hand on the floor. Lift the seat, straightening the left knee completely. Reach up with your left arm, wrap it behind the back. Stay here. If you got the bind, connect. Start to release. Come back down into the squat. And from here, just ease your seat all the way down to the earth. Good. Bring your right foot over by your left hip, still mirroring. Grab onto your left foot with your left hand and move it like this, side to side. You can put your right hand off to the side if it helps you feel more stable. Now the leg cradle, pass the foot over to the right, either grabbing it in the elbow of the right arm or just grab it with your hand. This is the leg cradle. Wrap the left arm around the thigh, sit up straight, and pull the leg into your chest. You'll find that the more you bring your shin up towards the level of the shoulders, the more intense it'll feel. If you start to keep a sharper angle, letting the heel angle down towards the right hip, a little less intense. Play with it. Again, find your own tricks. And release the pose. Switch. Very simple. Just grab your right foot with your right hand, move it a couple times back and forth. Pass it off to the left for the cradle. Sit up tall, smile, breathe. It can be a bit of a challenge to practice virtually like this. You know, your attention is automatically going to be reaching out towards your screen, listening, but still try to keep primarily your focus inwards. Focus on what you're doing. Now, as you release, we're going to do something a little bit different. Allow this right leg to swing out behind you in the style of the pigeon. I'm going to switch back over to my right leg. So you're in pigeon now with your left leg forward. Spend a few breaths here like this. Fingertips on the floor, pushing your shoulders back, very lunge-like, rather than the yin style where we go forward. Take a deep breath, and then more like the yin style, soften forward, and we'll spend maybe 45 seconds here in the pose. Bring your head down, let it rest on the floor if you can, or your hands if necessary, or even a block. But as long as the head is on something and the neck can relax fully. Close your eyes, take a deep breath here and sigh through the mouth. Shoulders and neck completely relaxed. Notice if you're carrying any tension in the left hip, something that can be released just by being aware of it. Take another deep breath and sigh. Those sighs are communicating to the nervous system to be calm. Begin to gently lift, coming back to where we started from, up on the hands. This time, however, keeping your heart lifted, bend the back leg. Now you can either allow the leg to bend itself back there. However, if you have the bind, turn to the right, grab the foot with the right hand, and try to flex the knee more deeply. Bring the heel closer to the seat. If you know any other variations, play around. Good, release. With hands on the floor, return to down dog. Pigeon on the other side, bring the right knee forward behind the right wrist and slide the left leg back. The first few breaths, chest up, shoulder blades retracted, smiling. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, go ahead and soften towards the floor. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Take another deep breath. Using your hands, once again, gently push up. The left leg, start to bend it, all by itself or with some sort of bind. Release. Move back into the down dog. This time from down dog, come to the knees. Now we're going to be on the knees, so you can either fold your mat back. Maybe you're doing it on carpeting though, you're good. But make sure your knees are comfortable. Do whatever you need to do. Rise up kneeling. Step forward your left foot. Starting in the square lunge initially, where you got these 90-degree angles. However, this is not going to be where we want it. Instead, move the left foot further forward, getting the foot further away from the knee. Hands to the heart, interlace all but the index fingers. Reach overhead. Allow the weight to sink and shift into the lunge. And once you're as far down as you're going to be, add a little bit of back bend. Similar to the Sky Archer we did earlier, let the weight of the arms help to draw the heart back. But you still breathe. No compromising there. Release the hands towards the floor. Now you can either draw the hips back so the front knee straightens and the toes point up. Simply fold over the straight front leg. However, if you're willing, you're ready for it, start to work the front leg further forward into the split position, Hanumanasana. And unless you're all the way down, keep your hands under the floor to control it. If you are all the way down, however, raise the arms up. Think of the pose as an offering. So when it gets a little intense, when it gets a little challenging, smile and think that you're doing something worthwhile, because you are. Release with the hands on the floor, pull back, and return to the knees. Opposite side, switch and have the right step forward. Hands at the heart, interlace. Move the foot away and shift. Inhale. Feel that your heart can smile just as much as the corners of the mouth. Soften, hands to the floor, draw the hips back, fold over a strong straight right leg, or shift into the splits. Beautiful. Break the pose. Draw back to down dog once again. On the exhale, bend your knees and look forward. And inhale, jump and sit. Ready? Time for the boat. Raise the legs. Hold on behind the knees if you need to. Try, though, to keep your chest up. Don't round. If you can, let go. Even a little bit further, fully straighten knees. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. On the exhale, let the feet land with the knees bent. Put the hands behind you and lift into a bench pose. Chest and collarbones high, head tipping back. Breathe in and exhale, back to the earth. Boat pose, round 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale, straight legs this time. You can modify and do the previous way we did it again, bench. If you're ready though, point the toes. Lift the whole body up in a straight line. Maybe even a little bit of an arch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in and exhale, go down. Last round of boat, probably. This time let's do it with Bhastrika. So you're going to breathe really quick and powerful through the nose. Feel a lot more energy, even heat. Raise the legs up, corners of the mouth. Breathe quickly. Now take an inhale, and as you exhale, ease your way down all the way to lying on your mat. Close your eyes, and for a few moments, no activity. Body and mind at rest. Take a deep breath and exhale. Draw your knees up towards the chest. Hug them in and rock from side to side. Release the legs and let the feet land on the floor with the knees still bent. Keep the hands next to the sides of the hips. And now lift. Pelvis off the floor, hips high. Once you've lifted, interlace the fingers underneath. Try to work the shoulder blades a little bit closer together, the heart a little bit higher. And release. Now a modification, a variation. Reach the arms up past the ears. And once again lift. Hips up. Most of the spine lifting off the floor. And this time even let's throw in a tiptoe. One more breath. And release. Heels, seat, and hands back to the earth. Now, lots of options for the next. Simply raising the legs up, or even putting a chair or something underneath, or doing this up the wall. Very good option. Or, if you're ready for it, it's part of your practice, shoulder stand. Good. Now I'm going to time it so that's about 90 seconds. Close your eyes. Focus again on the breath being smooth and long, steady. And with the breath this way, as you hold the pose, visualize that when you breathe in, the breath comes in the nose and comes up to the space between the eyebrows, center of the forehead. Breathe in and draw the breath up between the eyebrows. Breathe out, release any stress, any tension. And for a little bit, you feel that this is all that exists. The breath and the knowing of the space between the eyebrows. Nothing else. – 30 more seconds. Now begin to release your pose. Unless your legs up the wall, come down like Shavasana, just lying on your back, again fully relaxed for a few moments. Feel the body in a state of complete effortlessness. Take a deep breath and let it go. Now, if your leg's up the wall, you'll have to come back down, Shavasana style. But from your back position, lift up onto the elbows, elbows under shoulders, and then move the hands directly under the buttocks. Bring the elbows a bit closer together underneath the weight of the body. Now lift the heart and collarbones. Let the head fall backwards. Breathe across the chest space. Pull the belly up under the ribs. Easy now, lifting the neck. And set yourself back down, releasing the hands. And once again, relaxing fully. As you take a few breaths here, visualize breathing through the skin. Energy coming in from all directions, rejuvenating, revitalizing. Energy to support a strong, healthy, light body. Take a deep breath. Good. Raise the legs up. Hold on behind the knees and gently rock up and down the spine. And you can allow these rocks to be as big and as animated as you prefer. But one of these times, get enough momentum to actually sit up. Good. Sit up with crossed legs comfortably, any version of crossed legs. Now once again, I'm going to mirror you. Raise your left arm. Put the left hand behind your head. With your right hand, reach up, grab the left arm, the elbow, and as much as it will, bring it a little further back behind the head. Try to get the head between the bicep and the forearm if possible, even if you tilt a little bit the head to the side. Now you can stay here holding onto the elbow with the right hand, or if you have the bind, take it behind the back, connect, and sit up straight. Close your eyes, concentrate between the eyebrows still. Maintain a soft smile, easy breath. Release the pose, and we'll switch. Raise the right arm instead, put it behind your back. The left hand helps it come a little bit further behind. Stay here, or go behind. Close the eyes, concentrate between the eyebrows. And release the arms. Now sitting up straight, take the shoulders around and back a few times. And you can do this simultaneously, like this, or alternating this way, or both. Mix it up. Keep the shoulders down and back, and gently the head, make a few slow circles. Switch, go the opposite direction. And release. Now I'm going to give you a few options. Option 1 is the dolphin pose. Coming down onto your elbows, curl the toes under, and simply straighten the knees, letting the head hover off the floor between the arms. Option 2, interlace the fingers and let the crown actually be on the floor. And option 3, if you're able to do so, you can raise up into the headstand. And again, similar to the shoulder stand, I'll give you about 90 seconds. Come down, of course, early if you need to. Contraindications, be mindful whenever you're going upside down if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure, detached retina. There's considerations to be taking in the situation of pregnancy, so be mindful. In the meantime, keep the breath slow and smooth. A breath that you feel helps to promote a sense of steadiness and calm. Relax the jaw, relax the eyes. Allow the pose to be permeated with the sense of lightness, ease. Halfway done. If you ended up having to come out of the pose a little early, there's still time. Go back up. "30 seconds, a few more breaths. Begin to release with grace, coming out of the headstand. If you are there, bring your legs down slowly. Otherwise, bring your knees to the floor. And everybody's going to take a moment to rest now in the child's pose. Any version of child's pose. Bring your head down, relax. And just like the pigeon, if your head is on the floor or your hands, the neck can really relax. Try to make that happen. Take a deep breath through the nose and out the mouth. Very good. Release. Bring your legs forward into a seated position. Keeping the right leg extended out, draw the left foot close to the inner right thigh. Grab onto the right thigh just above the knee. Look at the spine, nice and straight, not like this. Take an inhale to sit up tall, and only as long as the spine can stay pretty strong and straight, bring the heart further forward. You're free to now switch the hands, reach for something further, as long as it doesn't force you to do that. If anything, go ahead and bend the knee a little bit. See the spine kept straight, but still you can reach far. Release the pose. Switch legs, have the left leg be the straight leg. Bring the right foot in close. Grab onto the lower thigh just above the knee. Inhale, spine integrity. Exhale, explore depth. Release. Sitting back up now, straighten both legs. Western stretch. Let's do it this way. Bend your knees. Everybody lean forward against your thighs, totally flexing the hips. Reach out and grab the feet. And then explore, how much can I straighten my knees while staying flexed in the hips? Go as far as you can go. Release the pose. Now revisiting the Eastern stretch, point your toes, hands behind you. Lift up your body, and once again, do the quick breathing through the nose, Bhastrika. Breathe in, and exhale, lower down. Now bring together the soles of the feet, but not all the way in. Keep them out about 1.5 feet or 2 feet from the inner thighs. Put your hands on the floor between the legs and start to soften. As you lean forward, slide your hands under your ankles to the feet. Take a breath. And this is much more passive compared to the other forward folds. Let the head go down, let the spine round. Maybe the belly is kept a little bit firm and you can pull a little bit with your hands, but otherwise fairly relaxed. Good, release the pose. Sitting up. Lie down. We're going to get ready to rest shortly, but first lie down. Hug the knees into the chest. Take a deep breath. And just one time as you exhale, lift your head towards the knees, squeeze tight, and release. Let both legs drop over to the left, wide arms. Turn your head to the right. Now close your eyes. Notice if you're resisting anywhere, shoulders, hips. Coming to the end of the practice, this pose, allow yourself to feel like gravity is doing all the work. Let it be as effortless as possible. Take a full, comfortable breath and let it go. Bring your head back up to the center, bring the knees back up, and simply switch. Let the knees fall to the right, turn the head left. Surrender and let gravity hold you. Take another deep breath. Release the twist. Get yourself in position for the final relaxation, whatever that looks like. Physically, the main thing is stillness, a position that you can remain still in. Now, once you get yourself comfortable, you're ready to commit to that stillness, close your eyes. Take one last deep inhale and let it go. Feel the letting go of that breath as the letting go of any sort of effort, any tension, any stress. Feel your body illuminated by awareness. As if every cell in your body is an eye, and you can see every corner. Observe your legs, heavy and loose, all the way to the toes. Now the hands, arms, and shoulders, soft and heavy. Notice where the body is in contact with the earth. The sacrum, the shoulder blades, and the back of the head. Through these points of earth contact, let the body sink. Sink as if dissolving into the earth itself. Notice your belly. Notice the chest and the heart. Feel the breath occurring in the front of the body, light and effortless. Relax collarbones. neck muscles, and the jaw. The temples and the ears, everything drawn heavily downwards. Feel the facial skin and the facial muscles, soft and serene. Particularly the eyes and the space between the eyebrows. The left side of the brain. The right side. This body is relaxed. This mind is relaxed. This mind is at peace. Now continue to rest here in silence. Let the peace and silence permeate your being. Repeat mentally 3 times. This body is strong. Inhale deeply and let it go. Bring the awareness back to the body. Feel the fingers and toes may begin to wiggle. Rock gently from side to side the head and neck. With a large breath in, stretch now, reach the arms up past your ears. And release. Roll over onto one side for a few moments. Push yourself up to a seated position. Waste no time in resuming good posture, shoulders back, smiling softly, heart open. One more time, bring the hands together at heart center. One more Om and Shanti. Breathe in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I'm grateful for you joining me. It's an honor to serve in this way, and I hope you enjoy other practices we end up putting out. Thank you. Namaste.